2K Sports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen.
Grayson Allen.
Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Siakam. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Oubre. The three is up. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
All eyes on SGA. So he kicks it out to the perimeter. Just excellent recognition.
And they're able to recover. Jumps up. And SGA throws it down.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Here's Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
Allen outside. Eason pulls it in. Just over a minute and a half in. Right side, Wembanyama. They set a pick. Nembhard outside. For three, Caldwell Pope. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Left side, SGA. To the paint. Here's Allen. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Pass to Thibault. Back to Wembanyama. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Caldwell Pope got 6.
And for Wembanyama, his passing ability might be the most overlooked part of his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Nembhard, good.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
We know how impactful Kristaps Porzingis can be, but he's often limited by injuries.
Yeah, B.A. Since 2018, Porzingis has only reached the 60-game mark once. But when he's out there, oh, he is the X factor.
Now here's SGA. He has 6. Back to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, SGA. Seattle pulls it in.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
And Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Wemby doesn't even need to jump to throw it down. That's just crazy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked it in off the glass. SGA's got 8.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. Seattle's shooting their first free throw of the game. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
A minute 15 left in the first.
First team foul.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. The three. It's hauled in by Oubre. Rozier with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Right side, Wembanyama. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Seattle needs to get off a shot here. Wembanyama with a bucket.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Gafford the screen. Thibault with a steal. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Nembhard for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Left side, Caldwell Pope. Over Rozier. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
The away team playing.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. For 3, Caldwell Pope. No good on the shot. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Down low. Gafford in the post. Outside for Rozier. Gafford the screen. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And here's Nembhard. 5 points in the game. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Outside Wembanyama. And again, it's Seattle missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Porzingis. And here's Rozier. From the arc. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
From distance, Rozier looking confident.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. Porzingis grabs the board.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for the away team.
Now here's Rozier.
Number 35. Pascal Siakam.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Outside, Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by SGA. Here's the break. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh.
Timeout.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Seattle making a switch here. Nembhard outside, looking to end the run. The putback, rebounded by Green. Here's SGA. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Rozier with it. He's got 5. He takes it in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Look how Rozier just slices inside. He doesn't hold himself back on the drive at all.
Wemby putting on a show.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Outside, Green. Pass to Siakam. And the 3 off target. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up to Seattle. They trail by 9. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. There's a minute 59 left in the second. Nembhard outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
A minute and a half left in the second period. Pass to Green. Gets the 3 ball to go. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Nembhard with it. Picked up by Allen. Caldwell Pope with a drive. Here's Wembanyama. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him deliver it.
Allen outside. They double team Allen. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Nembhard outside. To the middle. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Wembanyama down low.
Timeout.
He's got 12. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. Dinwiddie outside. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Stewart.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the official.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
It's his first trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 8 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And here's Green from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 8. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Seattle trails by 8. Outside Wembanyama. Three-pointer, no good. Pass to Allen. The three. And the three-pointer goes. Allen's got 5 now.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Up top, Caldwell Pope. Back to Nembhard. To the inside. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Seattle pulls it in. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Nembhard, right side. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. In traffic, Wemby goes to work.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here. Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outlet.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Visitors with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 12. And SGA throws it down.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander. One of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. It's important to focus on what matters. All-star and multiple champion Draymond Green said, winning has taken a back seat nowadays with a lot of these kids. They care about all the wrong things. I hope they understand that this league is about winning games at the end of the day. Guys, back over to you.
It's all about results. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Here's Porzingis. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And they go to the intentional foul. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing. Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
They kick it out to Porzingis. That one's good for 2. Porzingis has got his second basket on the night.
He's that confident. Porzingis barely even thinks about it.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even-keeled.
Yeah, you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respected players like that, the calm leadership type. It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Back to Gafford. And there's the foul. It'll go on to T. Steibel. That's his 3rd foul so far. Seattle on D. 9-point game. Allen outside. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Allen's got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Wembanyama. 16 points for him. Just 5 on the clock.
And with this kind of vision, you could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Allen on the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes.
Takes the three. Nice D from Nembhard. Seattle trails by 10. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter here. Thybulle with a steal. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Everyone loves seeing Wemby put up serious points. His team, his coaches, definitely the fans. That's what they pay for.
Siakam outside. Allen a screen. 5 on the clock. Back to Siakam. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Back to Eason. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Here's Oubre. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And out of bounds, Seattle will have it. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Seattle trails by 10. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Stewart. Porzingis grabs the board.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to
49.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's Rozier. Outside for Green. Back to Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. Hits the trifecta.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Thybulle.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Wembanyama. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And stolen by Porzingis. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Porzingis on the double team. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his third foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Outside, Caldwell Pope. To the inside. 5 to shoot. And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
Rozier outside. On the wing, Green. Outside Oubre. Back to Green. Puts up a 3. Seattle pulls it in.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Oubre. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. A clear look for Nembhard. And from 16 feet away, he cans it.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Rozier looking around. Outside Porzingis. On the wing, Murray. Rozier outside. The 3, Porzingis. Good D by Wembanyama. Now Easton. Left side, Wembanyama. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
On the wing, Nembhard. Rozier pulls it down. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Now here's Rozier. Drives to the hoop. Now Gafford. Outside SGA. SGA driving. Allen outside. Just 5 on the clock. Nembhard with a steal. Wide open. He gets it to go. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Here's Gafford. Now Rozier. Picked by Murray. Clock at 6. Now Gafford. For 3. Oh, he can't hit it. Gets a hand on it. And so they choose to intentionally foul. 1:33 left in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
Rozier, left side. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Porzingis sets a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one up. Eason rips down the board. Seattle trails by 11. Oh, deflected. Takes a 3. And he nails it.
I want to say that that's great vision from Wemby, but he can see everything from that height, anticipating that the player was going to be there.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Here's Allen. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown. Oh, it's off target.
Just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that'll put him up by 9.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Exception.